And now, for something truly unique, I mean, we do lots of one-offs, special editions, you know, things like that, which is nice, you know, and every distillery does it. However, the whisky I have in front of me is the oldest whisky that we have at Highland Park for now. And I say that for now in that this was found. We didn't know we had this until 18 months ago. So there might be something older out there, and if there is, we'll go and find it, and then we will have an older Highland Park. But to date, 1960 is the oldest whisky we have here at Highland Park. And this is our new 50-year-old. Think about what's happening 50 years ago at the distillery. I mean, the distillery would have been a completely different place. It would have been almost 100% for blended whisky. It would have been pumping stuff out to do that. Everything would have been hand done. There would be virtually no you know, mechanical help at that point. The distillery staff would have been almost twice the size as it is now, as guys loaded things by hand and, you know, shovel things into wheelbarrows and did it all literally by hand. But the 50-year-old from 1960 is something that probably won't be repeated. Best way to describe this is that you've taken young whisky, you've put it into first fill sherry casks, and you've forgotten about them. You've left them at the back of a warehouse, and as things turn from the old ledgers to barcodes, somebody's forgotten to fill in the barcode and do it, and it just hides at the back of the warehouse until somebody says, "Oh, look what I found! I found some 1960s at the back of the cupboard," and that's what happens. And then 18 months ago, we were told that we found it, and that immediately became our oldest whisky. So now, in the beginning of January of 2010, it turned 50. We've held it on until that point. And come the late 2010, we will have this bottled properly, and it will be into the world for tasting if you're lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time. So I'm going to really enjoy this because I won't get to do this very often. But colour-wise, it's a wonderful dark spirit. I've seen this this colour of this whisky, and you cannot believe how dark that actually is. You can almost not see through it. Very dark coppers and dark burnt gold. And if you turn it 45 degrees and spin it all the way around, the tears and legs, you know, they're just not going to appear today, are they? Look at that. No, nothing, absolutely nothing. It just sits there. Oh, there we go, beginning to appear now. Nice and fat. Again, it's just over the 40% mark, about anything between 40 and 45, as you can tell. This is all natural strength. This sample is basically before we've actually bottled it, so I won't know the exact strength until it physically goes into glass, but no, anything about 45% is probably about right. But then when you smell it, oh my goodness. Because there's no high alcohol there, the sweetness has to fight its way up your nose anyway, which it does because it's easy, because it's just big Spanish oak sherry casks. I mean, it's obvious. And then when you get that sweetness, then you get that slight smokiness that comes right behind it, so you know it's in balance, therefore you know it's Highland Park. It's not a big sweet monster that's hiding the smoke. The smoke is there. It's like the 1964 or the 40-year-old, but with much sweeter casks. That's what it's like. The orange peel. And cheers. Oh. It's not very often you get to drink real history, whiskey or wine or anything like that, but that is just a joy. You don't have to drink much of that. That's just a wee teaspoon. That's just going to sit and sit and sit and sit there. Cheers. If you ever get a chance to taste that, you'll just be the happiest person. That's great.